Welcome back to SatoshiConomy, Bitcoin and peer-to-peer financial empowerment. Hashtag love all, serve others. Crypto crash commentary. From the top of 65,000 5 weeks ago, at one point there's a candle that wicked down to actually a little bit under 30,000, so that's a 54% drop. In bull runs, it's not uncommon for there to be dips or corrections, about 20 to 25% in this bull run, but this was absolutely almost unprecedented to be going on during a bull run. And yeah, I still do believe that we're definitely, most definitely still in a bull run. A lot of reasons. I'll try to just mention those rat-a-tat-tat in this video here, but the overall thoughts that I have, or the biggest takeaways that I have during this, is leading up to about 9 days ago. Let's see, the SNL appearance of Elon Musk. I noticed immediately after that, like on my live stream on YouTube, or not my live stream, but my news feed on YouTube. Typically, a lot of the advertisements, of course, are crypto related, but one flavor or one type in particular were these 20 to even 40-minute advertisements that people pay for. But they got up in the upper left corner. A big part of the screen is taken up by a live event that was, excuse me, it features Vitalik Buterin, and it's almost like they're branding Vitalik in a way that anything that he's saying and that advertisement is associated with is credible. And these advertisements YouTube allows on there, much to a lot of people's dismay. They're flat out scams, and they advertise such things as, send me 1 Bitcoin, I'll send you a Bitcoin and a half back. If you see anything at all related like that, it's they are preying on your lust for quick profits. It's an absolute scam. No one, they just. But the point here is that those scammy advertisements that utilized Vitalik's, all of a sudden after the SNL, they were using Elon Musk's mug to gain credibility, but the same scamware, was being perpetrated there. But it spoke about Elon's vast increase in popularity for the moment, however short-lived it was, over and above what his general popularity is. I mean, he has millions of followers. He can tweet something and really affect markets, and that's what he did. During the SNL broadcast, I really think that a reason why the Dogecoin dipped and even began the crypto dip was his one skit where he agreed that cryptos are a hustle. But the one thing for sure is to watch his actions. Yeah, he commented about the non-green type energy consumption of the Bitcoin mining, which that in itself is really quite misleading. But the energy consumption comments, there's a great article on it done by Galaxy Digital, exceptional. It's a 33-page report that I looked at that really reveals a lot. Actually, it promotes more green energy usage. There's like 8.25% loss of energy right at the point of consumption typically, and Bitcoin miners can utilize a lot of that energy that otherwise would be lost. But even beyond that, we see that he is not selling his Bitcoin. Furthermore, I mean, who in the world is buying Teslas with Bitcoin is about the stupidest thing you could do. And just from the reason that if you cash in Bitcoin, that's in itself is a taxable event, assuming that you profit. And then to take an appreciating asset and buy a depreciating asset with it is further reason why. I mean, it just isn't happening. But so he went on to continue to make comments which further depreciated and sent the crypto market cap as a whole. At one point, it was only 10 days ago, was at 2.6 trillion, and as of this broadcast, it's sitting at about 1.75 trillion. So that was, I think that's about a 25% dip. Might be 30. I forgot what my numbers say. But the whole this whole thing is clearly manipulation. People are manipulating the market. I'm not saying Elon is, but I think he can certainly be held accountable for some of the dip. And there's proof, which is cool, on the blockchain. We can see that most of the sales were done by people who recently bought Bitcoin. I turned a friend of mine on to Ethereum, for example, when it was at 220 or so, and right away after he got it, I was, it was really cool because he got some massive gains. I think tripled, and then it started dipping really fast, and he sold. as he had weak hands. And I'm not saying that's bad, but for his own choices, he sold right away, and now. And then he bought in again, but at Ethereum's all-time high was what, 4,500. But there's weak hands. Most of the sales were from people who recently got in the market. They don't have a long-standing, deep convictions about what this all entails. They're in it if just to make money, and if you're in it just to make money, you're going to lose money. Most of you will. And the best way for most people to make money is just a dollar cost average. No one has ever lost money in Bitcoin if they've held for 4 years or more. So it's a long, I highly recommend, just a long-term hold. Let's see. Not to mention, very recently we're seeing actual sovereign wealth funds starting to get into Bitcoin, which is just a huge wall of money. In particular, Temasek Holdings out of Singapore. This is a wealth fund owned by a nation state, by countries, and other countries have been discussing it or inquiring about it. So that is definitely bodes well for a long-term continuation of the bull run. But it's my humble opinion that, yeah, it was absolutely positively, very clearly a manipulation. The other thing that I want to mention is just that there was like a week-long or 9-day-long just massive FUD campaign, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. One in particular was that the mainstream, lamestream, fake stream, CNLSD propaganda press had this account that, China is banning cryptos, when really, in truth, there was just no banning of cryptos. It was just in China, there was just a reiteration of the banning of particular payment rails that they did several years ago. If you check out Crypto Lark, he did a very recent video on that. If you aren't subscribed to Crypto Lark, you should do that. Actually, he goes by it's not the Crypto Lark anymore, but it's Lark Davis on YouTube. If you're not subscribed, you really should. He's highly credible, absolutely a great commentator on it. But he really showed that, yeah, this China narrative was just a reiteration of a FUD narrative that was years old, and the mainstream purveyors of lies, they put that out there as if it's just taking place. So those of us who are in this, that just look at things on a surface level, we've got to dig deeper than that. But overall, hang on and hold, HODL, and you're going to be just fine. As a side note, since this was a massive manipulation, this is not the last time that's going to happen. So word and hashtag love all serve others. I wish you well. I wish you wealth. I wish you health. Until next time, peace.